right, it's Jill here. We are at Shiloh Temple Brooklyn Park, and the story today is centered around churches. A lot of churches are going through like these huge transitions from like their congregations are getting smaller. Younger people aren't showing up to church as much, and we just went through the whole COVID thing. A lot of churches are being online right now. They're not even in physical sites. So we're here to tell a story about a church that's becoming public church, which is instead of focusing on getting people in the church, it's focused on getting out of the church and connecting with people. So we're gonna go in here, we're gonna catch up with them and see what they got going on. Let's get in here.
And just having no agenda and letting them speak. We're not out invading people's space. And that people came to us. It was safe. It wasn't a place where it's like, well, what is this about? What are you guys trying to do for me? What are you guys trying to do to me? You trying to sell me something? I didn't see any of that at all. That was so inviting. That made people look over and see, what is that over there? And then with a big sign saying community thoughts, that's sort of like, oh, okay, this is for me too.
As we were leaving, they were asking, when's the next time we're gonna be out here?
Yes.
So it was like they were looking for it, and I don't know if they were like, oh, they seen us, and then they're like, oh, okay, they're here for longer than I thought. Now I feel comfortable to go talk.
Right.
But it's like, oh, now, we're kind of packing up, guys. But it was like they wanted to observe us, see what was going on. Like that means they're looking for it. We just gotta keep doing it, show the presence. And
we had these conversations. Now what? We never see them again. We come back, we interpret and we discern, but then we never see those people ever again.
It's tough, and I think it goes back to, the whole mission. And what we used to do, when we evangelize and reach the community, and what we do now. And it's different. Sometimes we're just planting seeds. We don't have to fix it. As hard as it is to walk away from that, it's like it might not be my agenda there.
Our mission sometimes is just to listen. And that's it. Today they were able to get something off their chest.
I'm gonna go home and I'll sit there, when I say a prayer tonight, I'll say bless that family, the people we met today, and maybe that's it. And you're like, hey God, that gentleman I met today, help him, send him something. They never had to come into the church. We heard them, and now we heard what they need. They told us what they need prayer for, so we can pray for that. And then
when Jesus was in the church, it got ridiculed. But the ministry happened outside of the building. It was a God-ordained moment that you were supposed to talk to that person and meet them. He had them there at that specific time for you to meet them.
Come on now.
For whatever reason. And it's not up to me to figure out the reason, right? It's up to me to just be present and go by the leading of what God has.
Everything that's going on in the world, people are still wanting community and connection.
And that's my paradigm in me that needs to be shifted, because I'm just rooted in so much tradition of how things are to be and where I play the role to satisfy and please and to fix. That's the piece that I am learning how to say,
be able to tell the congregation stuff. You're going out there and there's no script to memorize, guys. You're not telling them about an event that's coming up or nothing. It's just talk to somebody. That will make it easier for us to bring it to the congregation. What's your name? Do you know your name? Okay, cool. Like, you got to say hi, bye. If you know your name, then the guy will do the rest of it.
Boom. Woo! It's hot. All right. It was a lot of fun just being a part of their just like a fly on the wall. And it really seems like they got a sense of what church originally was about and what Jesus was really pointing at. And by practicing it, by getting out and doing it, that's where the revelation started to hit. And I'm really seeing that they had to take action. They had to do it. And now they're seeing so many different possibilities. And now they're starting to ask the questions like, what is God calling us to do here? So it's kind of cool to watch them go through that process and then get to this point where, okay, we need to figure out what to do. And then it's like, no. Actually, we need to just keep doing this and keep getting out and meeting with the people. And God will lead us, like the Spirit will lead us. And I think that's like maybe one of the biggest pieces missing in a lot of churches. We're trying to figure everything out. We're not actually being like, okay, what's the Spirit leading us to do right now? What's God leading us to do? What's opening up for us? Instead, we're trying to use this when we're not using this. And I seen Shiloh today tapping into this.